the strat book really.
From what we've been seeing, and it looks like they're going to be able to do so with relative ease. As Sumo is able to find a double as NX will pop. Torch ultimate as there's just so much zone control coming in. The Doctrine plans with the survival as well as Unify and Gaku both popping their ultimates as well, and they will strike back almost immediately.
Oh, Dark Child now online. Let the demon from inside you come out. Peter and trying to find your mark because it didn't connect at all. The cocoon going from waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. The NX with another ultimate of their own from behind, just eliminating Lion as well as Doxin.
Oh my goodness, Crazy Raccoon. They had a shaky start in the beginning, but it looks like they are finding their footing as it's already 99.99. Look at the overtime meter, it's going down so damn low, but the Karma Revival from Hyon is keeping Crazy Raccoon alive. They're keeping them in this fight as NX will clean up Gaku, who has just been on an absolute tear at the start of this round number 1, but in the end, Crazy
away from Incipience is important. You know, Wayland's got that fate of both worlds. You don't want to give them so much space, maybe force it out as early as possible. It's still 12 seconds, but this just drained the effectiveness, especially for Supernova now popped out.
Yeah, Supernova is popped, but Wyland is quick to use the fate of both worlds, but somehow Doxlin still goes down. I'm not sure if he was inside of the Luna Snow ultimate. Xenofly doesn't quite land the mark with the Eye of Agamotto, but it looks like they are able to force their way into the site, but Crazy Raccoon still have control. They still have a chance to stay in the fight as the Comic Revival is going to be popped on the side of Crazy Raccoon, but it looks like it might not do a whole lot as Asuko does manage to get the Freedom Charge in time. Will keep everyone of Crazy Raccoon alive, but there is no damage coming in as Gaku, he can just go right in. There is no Human Torch dealing with it. Get some extra splash burst damage coming in. Ryan will also make an adjustment onto the Star-Lord as JT3 will find Wyland, who did have the fate of both worlds, and will pop it thanks to the Karma Revival. And Incipience, they bailed themselves out with Doxlin's ultimate. Will this be the hold? Will this be round 2 in favor of Incipience? Eye of Agamotto only finding Asuko. He does have the Freedom Charge going, but Hyon goes down to Wyland, and Incipience they're holding. They will find 2 picks, they will find a third, and they will just stay on the site. They will stay in this map as the tick goes up to 90, and we are so close to 100 and forcing round number 3.
Heian? Oh, I thought Heian might have been changed to the...
But NX still opting to change into the Phoenix. I'm not sure if that is a correct pick. I still feel like the Human Torch just flying around would have been enough for Gaku to have a little bit more of a difficult time. But we'll see here as we head into map number 3. Or round number 3.
Those sparks came in so clutch. You saw a lot of that in the mid-season finals as well. Phoenix was a pretty popular pick as well, especially if you're able to hit your shots with NX. Obviously, you've seen them do wonders. So it's going to be Incipience right here taking the site for Storm. Rip now running on the hunt, trying to make a bit of a nuisance, but it's going to be, yep, Heian with a beautiful shot. Supported with the Gamma boost off that team up, exploding onto
oh my
NX.
god! They're doing so much work lasering down squishier targets of Incipience, but look at NX. Putting in the hurt, putting in the splash damage, so much AoE coming in. Doxlin will adjust to the Bucky, will wipe out Lion to the side as the Meteor for Nukyu is going to be used. Doxlin trying to do his best to keep this Phoenix ulti from going down, but it's still gonna go, and JT3 lands a 2-point shot onto Wyland. Doxlin will get followed up as well as NX is just causing so much chaos right now in this fight.
They're trying to split up as much of the team as possible, right? With the sparks, trying to make sure they don't play it together. But hey, the bulk of Incipience is they're running double shields. They kind of have to play it together. And so, from that perspective, Crazy Raccoons, they're really trying to
do the Winter Soldier. Shaku still on the magic. That is kind of a interesting call to make, as he is going to get wiped out by that squid. And look at the placement of that team-up ability coming in, as the Fate of Both Worlds will get popped by Wyland. But there's only 4 members inside of that Luna's ultimate coming in from Incipience. But here comes the response. J-Mac with the Eternal Bond, Hyan and NX, Rip Asuka as well. JT3 now having their ultimates for themselves, and they don't use a single one. Actually, they will use Asuka. Actually, they will just dump everything into the kitchen sink. Just secure the site, secure the round, and secure the map.
Thinking about how much with an Iron Man, we've seen Spider-Man.
Just shut down any of these.
Doxlin on the Human Torch, I feel like might be a bit too late, right? We talked about that rooftop access, the verticality that needs to be abused, and now Doxlin and Gaku perhaps are trying to make it work. Naku on the dive agent to make it more interesting, but silence reduction now finally coming out from Xylin, trying to push it back.
Yeah, great silence reduction coming in. Naku gonna get bursted down though. As Crazy Raccoon, they are able to find a trade. But if you think about how this map is laid out, Crazy Raccoon, if any of them go down, they have to make their long walk back to spawn. But look at Incipience, they're all trapped. It's gonna be them going back into spawn as the overtime meter is going to be popped. It's going down, but Crazy Raccoon are holding Incipience at bay, and they might just be able to just hold off Incipience, and we may be seeing our Eternal Bond. Wyland with the Fate of Both Worlds were able to execute it perfectly every single time. And look at the rewards that Crazy Raccoon have for themselves. All they have to do is just walk across the street, and they win the map, and they win the series.
Yeah, 22 meters is indeed literally just hopping over to your local convenience store and getting yourself a bit of a drink, which is honestly what Crazy Raccoons must feel right now. I'm looking at their composition. They could start with an explosive start just to be able to overwhelm Incipience, which is, you know, classic true to form for Crazy Raccoons. And Incipience running that classic 2-2-2. Gaku will have to make it work, not having, you know, their true pick with their side, but already right off the back, Doxlin will find their counter in these Raptors. Perhaps give themselves a bit of a chance.
Yeah, that's a great pick coming in from Doxlin onto NX. NX being the star player on Crazy Raccoon, just put on an absolute show. Hyan adjusting to the Black Panther. So we're seeing a bit of variety of heroes being picked up here, as Hyan trying to do his best to get some sort of backline access. But then again, we talked about this from time and time again, all they have to do is walk across the street. And look at this, 5 meters left for Crazy Raccoon to take over the map. And will this be the way in? It looks like it, as Asuka is going to find one. Doxlin will find one.
Crosshairs and as many bodies